Yes, in previous class we have discussed what traversal algorithm. Today we will discuss what a linear search. Okay, linear search, and it is very important. As name suggests, what is mean by linear means? Linear means you are searching an element from beginning to end of an array. Okay, suppose first you consider a linear array. Already I said linear means it is a homogeneous elements you are going to store. In this an array, you are going to search an element. How we are going to search an element? Like from beginning to end. Suppose I have taken an array n is equals to 5. 5 means 0 to 5 you are going to search an element. Suppose I have taken n is equals to 100. You are going to search an element from 0 to 99. Suppose I am having an element from n is equals to 1000. You have to search from 0 to 999. Like if you have 5 elements or 100 or 1000, whatever the elements or whatever the size you are going to take, you have to search from the beginning to end. So now what is the drawback of this linear search means? If it is 100 record, 1000 records or 10,000 records, you have to search from the position 0 only. Okay, if you are searching any element from 0, what will happen? It will take more time. It will take more time to search. Okay, suppose 5 or 100 or 1000 or we can search. Or 5 means easily by seeing that RSS we can tell in which position the element has been present. If it is 10,000 or 1000, it will search, but it will take some time to search an element. That's why one of the drawback of this linear search is it is more time consuming. Okay, it is more time consuming. Why? Because you have to search an element from beginning to end. Okay, from beginning to what? End. Now we'll move on to an algorithm. First, what you have to do, you have to consider an array. Okay, first what you have to do, you have to consider an array, that is A. This is my array size. Okay, I am taking n is equals to 5. Why I am taking always n is equals to 5 means it is easy to trace out. Okay, 10, 15 means I can trace, but it will take more time. That's why standard size I am going to take was n is equals to 5. And here array name is what? A. Starts from 0 and ends with what? 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, this is my linear array. My array name is what? A. I have taken size is equals to 5. And array always starts from 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. Now, in this array, I want to find an element. I want to find an element 30. I want to find an element 30. Can you able to tell in which position it is stored? No. It is impossible to find, right? It is impossible to tell like 30 is present in which position. Sometimes 30 is not there in an array. So how we are going to find whether the element 30 is present or not? See, if I give numbers here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, easily we can tell by seeing that element, we can tell the position. But now I want to search an element 30, but I don't know where exactly it will be present. That's why we are taking a location is equals to minus 1. Location is equals to what? Minus 1. That is your first step. In the sense, in a given array, I want to search an element 30. Okay, by seeing that, I don't know whether 30 element is present or it is not present. It may not present or it is present, I don't know, and I don't know which position it is. So that's why initially I am assigning a location is equals to minus 1. Location is equals to minus 1 because I don't know whether the element is present or not. If it is present, I don't know which position it has been stored. That's why initially I am taking a location is equals to what? Minus 1. This is my first step. And the second step, for I equals to 0 to n minus 1. So what is my I value, that is 0, is less than n minus 1. What is my n value? N minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, you will get what? 4. 4. Okay, 0 is less than 4. How you will get 0? Already I have assigned I is equals to 0 to n minus 1. Array starts from 0, ends with what? N minus 1. This is my n minus 1. So n minus 1 value is what? 4. You have to compare from 0 to 4. Now come to here. Come to the next concept. 0 is less than 4. Yes, the condition is true, or else you can take less than or equal to. Condition is true. It will come here. Okay. If a of I, that is what? A of, what is the I value? I value is what? 0. 0 is equals to element. I already said which element I want to find. 30. Element 30. Whether A of 0 is equal to 30 or not. So what is my A of 0? See, this is my A of 0. This one we are calling as what? Index or subscript. This is my A of 1. This is A of 2. A of 3 and A of 4. A of 4. Now I will insert an elements like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So first I am going to take I is less than 0. So I equals to 0 is less than n minus 1, that is 4. That is 0 less than 4. Yes, the condition is true. If the condition is true, it go to the next statement. If A of I, what is I value? That is 0 is equals to element. Which element I want to find? 30. I want to find 30 element is there or not. So A of 0, in A of 0, which element I am having? 10. I am having the element 10. 10 is equal to 30. No, 10 is not equal to 30. The condition does not satisfy. The condition is wrong. It is not equal to 30. Again, what it will do? It will go to what? For loop. For loop, and it will increment what? I value. Before it was 0. Now it will be incremented to 1. Now 1 is less than or equal to 4. Yes, again the condition is true. It will come here if condition. If A of I means 0 already incremented to 1. So my I value is what? 1. So equal to which element I want to search? 30. In A of 1, now which element I am having? 20. Okay, whether 20 is equal to 30? No, the condition is wrong. 20 is not equal to 30. Again, the condition become false. Where it will go? It will come to for loop. Now, 1 will be incremented to 2. Okay, now 1 will be incremented to 2. Now, what is my I value? My I value is what? 2. So, I value A of I, that is 2, is equal to which element I want to search? That is 30 only. Now, in A of 2, which element I am having? 30. This 30. So, here 30. In A of 2, I am having element 30. Now, 30 is equal to 30, yes. 30 is equal to 30, yes. The condition is true. If the condition is true, where exactly the 30 has been present? It is present in the position this 2. While searching an element from 0, 1, 2, in the second position, in this position, the element 30 is there. Now, what is my location? 2. So, in my location is 2. Then what will happen? When this condition will become true, that is 30 is equal to 30, condition is true, it will go to the next statement, that is location is equals to I. What is mean by I? See, in this is I value is what? 2. When I become 2, the element 30 is formed. So now my I value is what? 2. My I value is what? 2. This will be assigned to the location 2. Now the location is equals to what? 2. How we will get 2 means in this second position the element 30 is present. So my I value will become 2. So initially we don't know where exactly the element 30 has been present. That's why here I have taken what? -1, because we don't know the position. Now after inserting the data items, it is present in the position 2. Now the location will become what? 2. Now your location is what? This will become 2. So again what will happen? Go to step 3. It will end what? If statement, for loop, both the conditions will be ended. It will directly come to what? Step 3. Now what is your location? Your location is what? 2. In the sense, in the second position the element 30 has been present. Now my location is what? 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Location is 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, the condition is true. 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Yes, the condition is true. 2 is greater than 0. Whenever the condition is true, the first statement will be executed. Okay. The first statement will be executed, that is print location. What is my location? 2. In the sense, in the location 2, the element 30 has been present. Whenever the condition become true, the first statement will be executed. Okay. If not, it will go to the else part. Suppose in this array I want to search an element 60. I want to search an element. Okay, beginning I am taking what? Location is equals to -1. So I want to search whether the element 60 is present or not. How we are going to do? You have to compare 60 with 10. 10 is equal to 60, false. 20 is equal to 60, no. 30 is equal to 16, no. 40 is equal to 16, no. 50 is equal to 16, no. In any of this position, the 60 element is not there. So that time the location will become -1 only. Whenever the element is not found, the location will become what? -1. So that time here it will come. What is my location? My location is what? -1 is greater than or equal to 0. No. -1 is not greater than 0. That time what will happen? It will comes to the else part and it will print what? Search is unsuccessful. Clear? See here, whenever the condition satisfies, it execute first statement. Whenever the condition become false, it will go to else part and print what? Search is unsuccessful. But in previous example, I want to search what? 30. It is present in the position 2. Now the location -1, it will become what? 2. In the second position, the 30 element has been present. Now directly it will come here. The position it will take, that is 2 is greater than 0. As the condition is true, then it will print the first statement, that is location, that is 2. In the sense, in the location 2, the element 30 has been present. I think you have understand. Just to practice the algorithm, just to practice it. If you have any doubts, let me clarify.